Michael, Corey, JD, Jeremy Dayton. How you doing, Corey? How you doing, JD?
Doing well, doing well.
Doing excellent. Thank you. How you doing, Mike?
That's good. Let's go down to the field for the festivity. Now as we get ready to go down to the field. Get John Ramsey in down there, I believe the game announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field for your Los Angeles Rams, number 89, the All-Pro defensive end, Fred Dryer.
Just where I come in. Just where I come in.
That's where you come in.
Oh, great.
That's it. John Ramsey just made the announcement. Didn't you hear him?
You know, I want to go. We can't because he's passed away, but I really am trying.
Well, he's back for your
I'm
show.
really trying to dig up, so to speak, the great announcer for the New York Football Giants. What's his name?
Oh, who was that guy?
He was.
I don't know.
He's the guy that introduced Babe Ruth.
No, come on.
Not the current.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was something else. But anyway, I digress. It's so great to be here with you guys, and let's see. Is there any way to talk about anything without talking about it because of the basketball situations? Nothing.
I mean, that was an all-time classic over the weekend.
I don't know.
All-time classic.
Well, the on-ramp is busy. I know that.
Which on-ramp?
There you have it. That's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't you glad you tuned in today?
April Fools.
Asking the question, who was the game announcer for Babe Ruth of the when he played on the Yankees, and for Fred Dryer when he played on the New York Giants? We'll find out that answer for you, along with some other great things. We're going to look at the beginning of the baseball season. We're going to take a look at the Final Four as they shape up here right for you to take a look at. Off-season in football, the terrible job that baseball umpires are still doing, even though we can now look at it and just see what happens.
That's not
we'll take a break, come back.
That's not a joke, is it?
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
What's better than a great conversation? How about a great conversation paired with unforgettable cheese? At Harmony Cheese, we don't just make cheese, we craft moments. Wisconsin-made, rich, creamy, bursting with flavor. Our cheeses turn any gathering into a celebration. Whether it's our fan-favorite cheddar or our bold new 6-pepper cheese, every bite is a harmony of taste and tradition. And now, CRN Talk listeners get an exclusive treat. 10% off your first order at harmonycheese.com with the code CRNTalk. That's CRN Talk. Don't wait. Stock your fridge. Impress your friends. Just treat yourself. Our new gift boxes are the perfect way to say I care without saying a word. Wrapped, ready, and guaranteed to wow. HarmonyCheese.com. Taste the conversation. Share the love. That's HarmonyCheese.com. Say CRN Talk.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free gift. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Hi, everyone. Gina Bellich here with the Legal Help Center. And we have a special guest with us today, Super Bowl champ Vernon Davis. So, Vernon, tell all of our radio listeners who should call right now.
Well, Gina, first off, thank you for having me join you here in the studio. Now,
As far as who should call in, anyone who's been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation. Give us a call right now and find out how much money you could potentially get.
Thanks, Vernon. You heard it, folks. If you've been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, give us a call right now and find out how much money you could potentially get. Call 800-745-9090. That's 800-745-9090. 800-745-9090. Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
It's Bob Shepard.
Bobby.
Bob Shepard here of the New York Giants and the New York Yankees. Once again, it's Fred Dreyer. Fred, take it away.
Where's Bob? He has to introduce me. What happened? Oh, no.
He just said, Fred, take it away.
I didn't hear that. It was a bad...
Bob Shepard, one of the all-time greats. How could we forget his name?
He's the
Bob
best.
Shepard, man. He was around forever.
Oh, man, was he?
Yankee fans around the country are saying, what's wrong with those guys? They can't remember
I
Bob
remember
Shepard.
my
He was
name,
all the way up.
my name being echoed into Yankee history. God, was it great. Bob
Ladies and gentlemen, tackle Fred Dreyer.
And
There you have it. I'm
now-
telling you, very good.
I'll tell you, we're in the midst of March Madness still, but it is nothing like the beginning of baseball season.
Forget March Madness. We got the PA announcers. How would he say it, Fred, when you would get a tackle or something? What would he say?
Jim Brown, the ball carrier, dropped by Dreyer. Dreyer. Isn't that good?
That was a good one.
Didn't you at one time tell John Ramsey of the Rams not to announce something, that if you did something not to mention anything? You went up and told him.
Oh no, I told him. I said, John, you've got to announce me from now on. Now that I'm Sultan, you got to announce that I have the record. Every time you announce my name, you've got to announce it. And he took me serious.
That's great. Fred is known as the Sultan of Safeties. Two safeties in one game in the same quarter. Jim Delgado and Scott Hunter of the Green Bay Packers went down in the same quarter, for God's sake. Fred tackled him there.
Scott Hunter.
Scott Hunter, thank you.
Hunter.
And Jim Delgado. That's pretty good. He told
He
Did
says,
he actually
"Why?"
go in the booth
He
and
says,
call you Sultan?
What? You want me to call you what? John Ramsey, the Ram Coliseum guy.
That's it.
He's the guy that he was down on the field before the game. I said, "Okay, John, it's history. You can't slough this off. You got to start announcing me now as Sultan of Safeties. Every sack, every play I make, you got to announce that I'm the Sultan."
Your attention, please. Tackle the Sultan of Safeties, Fred Dreyer.
That's perfect. I love it.
And from way out in the past, the great
Bob Shepard.
Bob Shepard.
Bob Shepard. Tackle Dreyer.
All right, that's our show for this week. By the way, Corey, JD, thanks for being with us. You guys put together a hell of a show for you. We got a lot to talk about, Fred. I know a lot of people, we've talked about this before, we've been doing the show for some time, but there's not a lot of new listeners, and people know you as having two incredible careers. Acting, of course, and we're going to find out about this show you were at here recently for one of the great things you did for like 8 seasons, the Hunter TV show. But before that, of course, your career in football, playing for the New York Giants, briefly on the New England Patriots, almost almost getting signed there, and instead then going and cutting your own deal with the Rams. You played by way of San Diego State University for all our good friends in San Diego and all the legendary coaches you had there on that team.
When I was there, it was San Diego State College.
Oh boy, yeah. I like the university better.
That's why they changed it.
Yeah, I was San Fernando Valley State College, and they changed it to a university.
Yeah.
We made changes at our
Did they have a
places.
mascot?
Salisbury.
San Diego State?
I think they did, yeah.
No, the Valley.
Oh.
Valley
what's his
State,
name here?
they have a mascot. The Dons, I think. Wasn't it the San Fernando Valley State Dons? You went there, didn't you, Corey?
No, I went to CSUN. I went to California State University.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh, the Matadors.
California State University.
It was the Matadors.
There you go, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a Matador,
The
right? It was
Dons.
yeah, well, yeah.
The gangsters.
That was my high school. That's Verdugo Hills High School. A couple of places I didn't graduate from, the high school and the college. No, I did both.
You drove by at a rapid pace.
Yeah, exactly. But we talk about all these great things of interest and everything, and it's like a lot of people don't realize that in high school you had a real interest in baseball during the times when Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale were on the Dodgers, all these great pitchers there, and you were a tall, strapping right-hander that could really bring it. I bet scared the crap out of some of these batters. Am I right?
Flamethrower, wild as hell.
That's what I think.
Every time someone saw me, that's what they did. They just said, "Here's this guy. He's really tall. I don't know. I think he's around 7'5", and he can't find the plate, and it's freaking the teams out."
I have memories like that.
Now pitching for your baseball team, Fred. Watch out!
You got one up in the press box, I think, one time. So anyway, you had arm trouble, and that's when you got involved in football. But because of your love of baseball, you have a love for all sports, and especially football and especially baseball. What do you think of the season here? We got some things to look at. Our producers, Corey Marino, JD Jeremy Dayton, put some things together. Let's look at the Dodgers. We broadcast from Los Angeles. They're trying to three-peat. What do you think about the Dodgers so far? They played the Diamondbacks and swept them. Am I right, Corey?
Yeah, they swept them in 3 games, and they were losing in all 3. They didn't score the first run, and they came back. And one of the things we talked about all last year is what one of the biggest holes was, is we didn't have a closer. And so the Dodgers signed Edwin Diaz, and he came in there and went back-to-back on the last 2 games of the series and got both the close situations, got saves.
See?
Scary.
And what's amazing with this Edwin Diaz guy who was with the Mets, he has his own trumpet player. When he comes in from the bullpen, his trumpet player gets in there. It's not exactly an expensive trumpet, but gets the job done. There's a woman that plays a trumpet for him when he comes on the field. Have you heard that, Fred?
Yeah, I saw it the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey, you've been at some games. How does it sound in the stadium when that woman plays the trumpet?
Unfortunately, I didn't get to hear the trumpets because I went to the only loss of the season so far. They decided.
Did you go to that game?
I did.
They didn't bring him in.
Roki was starting pitching, and we all thought that he was going to struggle, but he went 4 innings and only let up a couple hits. He didn't do too bad. But the Dodgers' hitting was non-existent. And
That's going to follow them around for a while.
Yeah, they're just the big stars right now aren't hitting. Will Smith's doing pretty well. He homered on the 3rd game of the season. He homered on his bobblehead night, which was reminiscing of the home run he won the World Series with, and it happens to be on his birthday.
Oh, wow.
And his little girls got to throw out the first pitch. It was a day for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Didn't he, last year, didn't they keep him out during his birthday or whatever, or bobblehead night?
Yeah,
and,
the last
this
2
year
years.
He talked himself.
Yeah, the last 2 years,
he talked
Dave
himself
Roberts
into the game this time.
He convinced Dave Roberts. He's like, "It's my birthday too," and so then they finally let him, and then he gets the game-winning home run.
Wow,
pretty nice.
That's not April Fool's.
It is not. It is crazy enough to sound like it, but it is actually true.
Wow, that's very American baseball-ish.
It's like Cal Ripken when he broke the record. He hit a home run.
Yep.
That was sweet.
Yeah, we'll go to the East Coast when we come back, too. JD will give us a little report as to what's going on there. Everybody's kind of in the pack in the hunt. I know it's only the first week, but, 4 wins, 5 wins there as they go along here today. So everybody still has a chance, including the Chicago White Sox. So how do you like that? We'll take a break, come back with more. It is the Fred Dreyer Show. Don't forget to talk to us. Fred Dreyer at crntalk.com. That's the email.
To break or not to break your stucco? That is the question that homeowners have to ask themselves. Do they want to do that? I think not. Hi, Aaron here from California Deluxe Windows. In more than 20 years, we learned how to make most beautiful, energy-efficient windows to make your home beautiful, comfortable, and more valuable. We do not break the stucco, and we install our windows so precise that your house can be covered with potato chips, and we wouldn't crack one.
866-988-5100. 866-988-5100. For the best custom windows built right here in Southern California, call Aaron at California Deluxe Windows. Get 20% off your entire project and 1-year interest-free financing in Chatsworth and Santa Clara. 866-988-5100. 866-988-5100. CSLB number 774518. Some restrictions may apply.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 800-785-9618. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-785-9618 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 800-785-9618 right now to schedule your tax-deductible vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-785-9618 now.
Lower your car payment today. Lower your car payment today. Yes, you heard us right. You can lower your car payment right now by making this free call and save up to $1,400 a year on your current car payments. Think about your current car payment right now. What's that costing you per year? Now think about what it would be like to put an extra $1,400 back in your pocket. That's the average savings our customers experience. We can help you drive the same car and pay less every month by lowering your car payment's interest rate to as low as 4.67%. At Rate Genius, we can work with you to refinance any car payment. If you qualify, it costs you nothing to find out how you can lower your car payment. To learn more, call this number right now.
800-443-3630. 800-443-3630. 800-443-3630. That's 800-443-3630.
You have him. Great Bob Shepard announcing Derek Jeter, among other great players out there. So looking into the first week here, I'm Michael Horn along with the legendary Corey Marino and Jeremy Dayton and the star of our show, Fred Dreyer. First week of baseball under our belts and Sultan of safeties. I'm sorry.
Let's start getting that right.
John Ramsey, back to the Sultan of safeties, Fred Dreyer.
Okay, so we have that taken care of for you. The Dodgers last year blew 27 saves last season. They were 93-69 last season, just 4 games back of the best record of baseball. But they've got this new guy, Edwin Diaz, that's got his own trumpet player there, was with the Mets. And Diaz converted to 28 of 31 save chances last seasons. The Dodgers have used him already in like 3 or 4 times, haven't they? For saves are going to burn his arm out, Corey.
No, they'll be fine. They used him for the 2 saves, and then they brought him in on Tuesday night to close out a game to make sure they won. He didn't get a save, but it was raining, and they wanted to get him a little extra work.
Well, we've got to
Yeah, but he threw like
this
about
out.
46 pitches.
He did. He worked a little bit.
Straighten it out, Fred.
We have to straighten it out. From now on, all celebration that has anything to do with pitching will be done by bongo drums.
You don't like the trumpets?
Okay, good. I like that. That's good. And here's a stat for you, Fred, with again with the Dodgers.
Yes.
Shohei Ohtani, their new guy they got from the Cubs, Kyle Tucker, he was also with Houston. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman combined are 14 for 73, 14 hits and 73 at bats,
That's
a
not very
191 average. And the Dodgers are still winning. So on the East Coast, what's going on with Baltimore and the Yankees and Boston, JD? Is it the same kind of thing, slow start for a lot of these players?
Yeah, we're not really getting a lot of good hitting out of our stars. Gunnar Henderson had a good game the other day. We won our first series against the Twins, lost second series versus the Rangers, 1-2. So we're about 500 right now, but our guys really are not hitting, and we lost last year, our opening day pitcher was now our 5th guy in the rotation, and he got hurt. But our pitching's looking pretty good, so I'm pretty optimistic. Yeah, in the first game, yeah.
Well, we got to straighten that out.
The Dodgers made Major League history. Yeah.
Blanking on
Yes,
the
we've been straightening things out here on the show, Fred.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that something that we miss?
Bongo drums.
We miss straightening out.
I will tell. I know we're going to get to it. Besides the bongo drums, but they need bongo drums every time that ABS system is put into play, because watching the games, all these challenges, there's a whole new dynamic. At first, I didn't like it, but now I'm starting to warm up to it to see the correct call made.
Well, I tell you, it's going to.
Yeah, and let's go there. Let's go there, Fred. What are your thoughts on this ABS? There's only 2 chances the team gets. If they are incorrect, they lose one of the chances. They do it a second time and they're not right, they lose it. But the ball can just barely hit the strike zone.
Yeah.
I thought it's 2, isn't it?
It's 2.
2.
Yeah.
2 or 3, Corey?
2. It's 2.
Yeah, that was like 9 in one of the games I was watching the other day,
they,
because they kept getting it right.
Yeah. I think they did. I think the same guy did that when doing the same at bat, because they were trying to get him out. It was a 3-2 count, and he wanted to walk, and they kept calling these low balls, and he got him twice. And it was the guy CB Buckner. He got him twice in the same at bat because he kept calling these low ball strikes, and he finally got the walk.
Yeah, it's been some
of the teams, Fred. Some of the teams are announcing. Some of the teams are announcing that the players are told not to call for help too early in the game, because you want to save your chances for later in the game.
Well, I thought, off the top of my head, I thought that they would just simply fix this problem by just saying, let the manager call when the team wants to call a challenge, a strike, or a ball. Hello.
I think they give some players,
the catchers and the batters know a lot better. They see it right there. They know.
I don't know. Look what's happening. 5-6 games into the regular season, and nobody can figure out what a ball and a strike is.
Yeah, there's a lot of pride in some players.
They certainly can.
They're angry they struck out, and they'll immediately challenge it. And then if it's not right, they get lambasted by their manager for wasting it so early.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, is pitchers have a harder time because they're looking at it down from the mound, and usually the catcher and the batter have the highest
it also, let's not forget this, it goes by the batter at about 100 miles an hour. So how can you say, I saw that one? It's gotta have to be a a decision by committee. Bring the shortstop in, the third baseman, the first baseman. Ask him, what do you think? Let's vote on that.
And the games will take 4 hours again.
Exactly.
Oh, they catch him pretty quick when they do it, and we're seeing a lot of incorrectly called balls and strikes. We saw it last year. They're not showing it to you every year where the ball is, and I used to just burn me up looking to see how bad the calls were. But now, when they're called by the catcher or the batter, it seems like for the most part, I don't know what the percentage is, the batter, the catcher are correct. There's this guy, that C.B. Buckner, is he an umpire, Corey, that got involved in a real blown call thing or something here?
Yeah, so C.B. Buckner he's been around for a long time. He's one of the longest tenured of the umpires. And in the first, he had a rough couple days. In the first game, he was behind calling balls and strikes, and he missed the most blown call. He had the most blown calls with 26, and the closest guy was 19.
Oh, this is wonderful. Now there's more stuff to talk about.
And then in that game, he had 6 ABS challenges overturned against him, and he kind of got a little saucy near the end. Each time he had to say, "Oh," and the batter or the catcher challenged it, you could kind of hear in his voice that he was kind of pissed off that they were challenging him. And at the end of the game, in a crucial late play, he called a swinging strike call. And he didn't let them go down to first base to challenge the swinging strike call. He just called them out, and that was the end of the game. And Alex Cora, the manager, came out and was yelling at him and got ejected. So now these guys are taking it personally.
Red Sox Astros.
He got ejected by the home plate umpire?
Yeah, for arguing.
Wow, this is excitement.
Didn't he get hit in the head too, or the face?
So
or
that
something,
yeah.
or
So
whatever?
And then the next day he was actually out on the first base umpire, and I have a picture here. He has this call.
Yeah, pop that up there. Pop it up.
To where he called this guy on base. He said the foot never touched the bag.
That's crazy.
The same guy who missed 6 calls behind the plate, the foot never touched the bag, and this guy is clearly, for the radio, he is standing on the bag, 1 foot right in the middle. And so they went to replay and immediately overturned. So everything this guy does.
Is that CB right there?
That's CB. Not even look at his face. He's not even looking at the foot. I don't know what he's looking at. Maybe the balls he was calling the day before.
Look at home plate.
It's ridiculous. And then unfortunately Wednesday he was behind. Not unfortunately because his night was ended a little early, but he got hit in the face with a foul ball at 100 miles an hour calling balls and strikes on Wednesday. So he had a rough go of that first couple games.
You know what's crazy? Against the Twins, like, they were calling so many things and getting it right, and then the Orioles finally challenged one, and it got overturned in our favor. And the Twins manager came out and was arguing over it. Like, how are you going to argue against the computer, against the ABS system? He almost got kicked out.
Was that the one where they were arguing that he didn't call it fast enough?
Oh, maybe it was, but he caught it right away, though. He caught it right away, so it was like weird.
This is the type of arguing I love during the game.
Yeah, we need Earl Weaver.
How fast do they have to call it, you guys? Because it is, you got to do it like right away.
You have to do it right away. You cannot make any other bodily movements other than going towards your helmet. So if you finish the swing, and because Mookie tried it on Tuesday, he swung the bat back onto his shoulder and then realized he wanted to challenge it, but he said you already made another movement, so you have to do it right away.
This is Little League. This is really
One player had spicy food for dinner before he played his game, and he was going to challenge it, but he made a move and apparently lost his chance at challenging the balls and strikes. So this thing is working pretty well. You got a chart up there to show you how well it's working here with this the computer AI doing doing his job?
Yeah, let me get that one up. But you guys
maybe
keep talking.
pitch by pitch breakdown that we can share and explain it to our radio audience.
You would think most people would save them for like 2-strike counts. Gunnar called one on the first pitch of an at bat, rather than, and he got it right. They called it a strike, and it was low, so it ended up being 1-0 rather than 0-1. But he literally struck out 3 pitches later anyway. So it's like, I think you want to save it for that.
And Gunnar is who?
Gunnar Henderson on the Orioles.
Gunnar?
Yeah. Gunnar Henderson. He was the guy that should have played more during the WBC for the Americans, but he got benched in that game for Alex Bregman in the the game they lost.
Well,
Oh yeah, this is what we're talking about.
So this
millimeters.
This chart, what are
is
you
all,
talking about on this chart?
This it's millimeters is how close it has to be to being a strike, and it was called in the Orioles game, and it's just that close. It
was a lot like that.
They said over 70 of them were within an inch.
Yeah.
Of the ones that got overturned. So it's
like
pretty
pickleball.
crazy what we're looking at now.
And they're going to rely on this system for the World Series.
Mm-hmm. For everything now.
This is going to be wonderful. I look for
ABS. I thought.
I just look for a body slams, WWF body slams at home plate, and there's no way getting around it. You got to entertain them.
It's not IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, but it might cause
It's ABS, like your brakes on your car. 11,976 balls and strikes have been called so far. 286 calls were challenged as of our Wednesday in the middle of the week. 155 of those calls were overturned, and 70 of those misses were less than.
Well, that's a high return. That's a high return on your dollar.
I think I'll invest in it.
Joe Fallon did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he commissioned a portrait of himself. Does Joe already know what he looks like? Yes. Do guests know what he looks like? Also yes. But not as art. It's Joe's savings, and if he wants to spend it on a velvet painting of himself with a white tiger at his feet, we say, roar, Joe, roar. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Hey there, sports fans. Ron Say. Are you ready to score big with fresh, healthy eats? Well, our friends at Melissa's Produce have got you covered. Whether you're gearing up for the big game or just living that active lifestyle, Melissa's Fresh Produce delivers the winning nutrition you need. And here's the MVP move. Visit melissas.com today and use the promo code RONSAY to save 15% on your first order. Don't miss out on the home run deal. Fuel your passion for sports and good eats with Melissa's Produce. That's melissas.com, promo code RONSAY.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly understands your unique health needs? At Integrity Compounding, we go beyond the ordinary. We specialize in creating custom compounded medications for patients of all ages and even your furry friends. Whether you need solutions for pain management, sports medicine, natural hormone replacement, dermatology, veterinary care, even ivermectin, our expert pharmacists tailor every formula with precision and care. For over 25 years, we've been trusted by major professional sports leagues and the U.S. Olympic Committee to deliver top-tier compounded medications. All our compounds require a doctor's prescription, and we proudly serve patients and physicians across California. And with our mail order service, we're just a phone call away. Stop by Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. or give us a call at 855-826-6768. 855-826-6768. At Integrity Compounding, your health is our priority. Integrity Compounding, personalized care, better outcomes. 855-826-6768.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it'll take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 10 million people without destroying your credit. They can reduce your interest rates, lower your total payments up to 50% to get you out of debt fast. For a free consultation, call Consolidated Credit now. The program works.
Call 800-510-1592. 800-510-1592. 800-510-1592.
Consolidated Credit Solutions Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida 33313. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Kansas CSO 0019051. Maryland DM 1492. Oregon DM 892. Licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission, license number DCA3. Service may adversely affect the individual's credit. Non-payment of debt may lead to additional finance charges or collections activity, including legal action. Actual interest rates, length of program, and monthly payment reductions will vary by consumer and creditor. Yours could be higher or lower. Not a loan company. We do not lend money.
Welcome back here to the Fred Dreyer Show. I'm Michael Horn with Corey Marino, J.D. Jarrett, one and only Fred Dreyer.
Yes, sir.
Just to wrap up this ABS balls and strikes here, AI challenging things, it seems to be working smoothly. It goes quickly. It's only, as Corey, as you mentioned, some of the systems' margin of error only 1/16 of an inch, but already they're talking about should it be a quarter in the zone or once they start screwing around with it, hey, if it's just in there a little bit, let it go that way and see how it works. Let's not start legislating it like Congress and changing it to 25% or 35%.
Well, I got to tell you something. I took drafting in high school, and I think they ought to give all of the officials a micrometer.
I agree.
And let them
just
let them have a swig at the final inches, quarter inches and 3/8 of an inch away from the strike zone. That's what they want. Give it to
There's so much money in baseball. There's a new simulation machine. Corey, tell Fred and JD and myself and our audience about this 1,500-pound machine that projects pitches and that Andy Pages has used, and it's turned him into a pretty good hitter. What is this all about?
Yeah, so Andy Pages had a rough playoff. He had a good season, and I think was second in the Dodgers in home runs. But he didn't have a good, successful playoff and World Series. He didn't hit well at all, and so now he's with this Traject Arc, and it's a robotics company which uses AI robots that are 1,500 pounds to simulate the very essence of a pitcher and how his arm angle comes down and the velocity that comes out and the curve that comes off the ball. So they're changing the way they're trying to make robot pitchers act exactly like who they're going to face the next day.
Isn't that qualified as cheating?
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, it's not against the rules yet, because it's like when the Ravens fan knows all about it. They always sign a practice squad player to run around the fastest quarterback to simulate
Lamar.
What Lamar would be doing. And so I think it's somewhat similar, but with the money in baseball and whatnot. Because those little ticks, when you can see an arm angle from left to right by the inch, it matters a lot to them, I guess.
Yeah, it's how and when you pick the ball up from the pitch.
Exactly.
Well, it's when they put that technology inside of a clone, and you think you're getting Clayton Kershaw, but it's actually a robot behind a rejuvenated body throwing 100 again.
You're getting a high school dropout to simulate Koufax.
Yeah.
Fred, I think, and there you go. You go there and throw that wild pitch and see if we can't get Pages to figure out what's a ball and a strike. The cost of this AI machine, $15,000 to $20,000 per month. There's a 3-year contract for it. The Cubs are using it. Also, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Miami Marlins. Obviously, Andy Pages using it himself or through the Dodgers. It's pretty amazing. It's great.
Well, it's
stuff.
wonderful.
What are our neighbors?
Yeah.
What are our neighbors?
It's wonderful.
I'm just going to say it's wonderful, Mike, to be able to live in an era where such great technology in sports exists.
Yes, it is. Isn't it?
Yes,
until it takes over.
And
was that your April
John
Fool's
Ramsey
joke?
and Bob Shepard.
The fact that I got here is a joke.
I don't get it.
What do our neighbors say in the Facebook chat room there, Corey? We got something coming up. And Fred, how was your big weekend in Tacoma?
We had fun in Tacoma, and what happened to Mike?
He's good.
Is he all right?
I'm here. We had you had like a autograph session there.
Yeah, we had
with Stephanie Kramer and a whole bunch of other people.
We had we had a lot of fans come out, and it was to say the least entertaining. It was Saturday, all Saturday from 10 to 7. And then Sunday from 10 to 5, and there was those crowds are always so manageable. They're just really a good people, and they come out there and very polite, and they just want to have their autograph and a picture taken and spend money. These people spend money like there's no tomorrow.
So that's why you missed some of the Elite Eight.
That's why I missed it. I was counting my money under the bed.
You had your cell phone on like I did. I was watching that game in a mall.
That's something else. Let's talk about that. We get the Final Four coming up here on the weekend over there. This UConn game, they stunned everybody. Duke would look like they were in the lead, and all of a sudden UConn wins it there. JD, tell us about this game.
How could that happen? Duke had the game won.
They did. They were up 19. They were really in cruise control. Anytime UConn made a push, I mean, I was not a fan of Carlos Boozer, the father of the two fraternal twins on Duke. But every time the older Boozer would come down and make a big bucket. They were up 3, 10 seconds left. Guy gets fouled for UConn. He misses the first free throw. He makes the second one, so they're still down 2. But Duke inbounds the ball, and you got a lot of talented but inexperienced players in crunch time because they're never challenged. And so the younger Boozer throws the ball when he could have just held it and gotten fouled with like 5 seconds left. He throws it. It gets tipped by a UConn player, Braylon Mullins, who throws it up, gets the ball back from like 35 feet and drills it for the winner. Like, they were losing the entire game. It was the most improbable comeback win I've ever watched. And it was glorious because I hate Duke.
Duke, yeah.
And I got UConn in my pool.
Yeah, Duke is... They always seem to make history, these guys.
Yeah, last year to Houston, they blew a huge lead, too. Almost the exact same scenario. They were up 9 with like 2 or 3 minutes left. I think 2 minutes left. They were up 9 last year against Houston in the Final Four, and they lost that one that would have sent them to the championship.
Oh, boy.
And Fred, you didn't see any of this at all?
I did not see it. I was busy signing autographs in Tacoma, Washington.
He saw the ending during the break, though.
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. JD cranked it up here before we went on air.
You saw it, right, Mike? The ending?
Yeah, and Corey, you liked it too, right?
I did. It was it's 19 points down in an Elite 8 game, and coming back and winning is something to see. And I was working at the brewery, so I was kind of eyeing it, side-eyeing it while trying to sell beer. So
and drink beer, I think.
I do partake. They do let us partake while we sell it because we have to taste it and we got to tell them what it tastes like.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I watched that whole game on a massage chair in a mall.
Yes, Mike.
Waiting for my wife and kids.
You did it? How do you like that? There you go. I want to go shopping with you, pal. So what about this headbutt, this Dan Hurley referee interaction, Corey or JD? What was that all about?
Well, it was kind of funny because they cut to it after it ended, but they showed the footage from after the fact where he like went up to the referee, who apparently has a good relationship with, and in just a stupor of like euphoria after that shot going in, kind of pushed his forehead against the ref's forehead, like, and people thought that it was like, that should have been a technical, like Duke fans. That should be a tech, but I mean, he was just so excited, and the ref was asked about it later, and he's like, "What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about." They're like, "We're friends outside of this." They have a good camaraderie. So, but you look at it, it is kind of funny because he does kind of look like a psycho.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know if anybody else has ever fought with their siblings, but when you're told not to hit them, you kind of just like push your heads as hard as you can, trying to gain ground, and then someone makes the first move. I thought it was going to be the start of a fight.
I was hoping it would be.
Because he came up there and just like went straight into him, and I was just like, what's going on?
It gave me the feeling like he was probably thinking, like, the ref probably thought UConn didn't have a chance, and he's like, who doesn't have a chance now?
It was interesting to say.
Fred, when you played for the Giants and the Rams, did you ever have a good relationship with the refs? Did you talk to them a lot?
I talked to him before kickoff, so we had an understanding.
And what did you tell him?
I said, no more. I said, you have to call it as you see him, and you're always waiting until they get down there going into the end zone on the 5-10 yard line. And then you start to crib your officiating. And that's what used to drive all of us crazy, is there was selective law enforcement. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe that still is the case. That seems to be, that comes up every season, it seems, at times.
Well, they
today.
do.
And,
they do. It's very inconsistent. It's the same in all sports. Got to be.
Always favoritism.
It's tough.
Favoritism or corruption.
And,
sometimes refs have been known to put a wager on a game, but usually just favoritism.
That's why I'm for the robots.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love golf.
In the robot.
Sports like golf, nobody's cheating.
They do try to cheat.
Well, they might try, but yeah.
They try to kick their balls and whatnot.
not often. But yeah.
I know. It's funny though.
It's not nearly as corruptible as a lot of these other sports.
No.
You think what do the neighbors say there on our chat room? What's going on in there? Anything at all, Corey?
Not much, actually. I don't know if Facebook chat is down or something, but it is blank. Yeah, it's up. We're up and running.
Oh wow!
Did you meet a lot of the fans from the show up there, Fred? Did you get to meet some of our listeners?
You mean on this show?
No, when you went to Washington.
Tacoma.
Oh yeah, well, there's tons of fans. We were just really inundated with the desire for conversation and autographs, and there were so many things out there that people were signing: bicycles, bicycle seats. It was really? It was really.
There are some comments on here. Jenny Wilcox Chase talking about the weekend. We saw some fun pictures that Stephanie posted from the weekend. Looks like you guys had a blast. Nikki Blisky, happy Wednesday. Have a fantastic Easter. Jenny Wilcox actually mentioned the Dodgers hiring Tatiana to come on and play the trumpet for him for his first couple days, and then Chris Cortez wanted to know what you think about Colt Emerson. He signed a record-breaking 8-year, $95 million contract extension. That's the largest for an MLB prospect who has yet to make his major league debut.
Who's this?
That's from Chris Cortez on the live feed on Facebook.
Holy, that guy.
Colt Emerson is for the Seattle Mariners he's talking about. That is a big contract.
Anybody want some weird autographs like Christy Nome's ex-husband or separate?
Yeah, what happened?
Oh man, a cross-dresser.
She's a kink.
Want you to sign anything on his or her body or whatever. He likes to dress up a little bit, from what I understand, and I thought maybe he might come up and have you autograph a portion of his body. Fred.
Who, me?
Anything happen? Yeah, just wondered.
Has anybody asked?
I'll meet him at the pool.
Never mind.
Has anybody asked for that kind of autograph from you? I'm out of paper, Fred, but...
Do you have any paper? Well, I'm sorry, we're out of paper.
No autograph for you.
That's good. Do you know what we want, Fred? We want a reunion of you and Stephanie Kramer here on this show. Can we set that up and get Stephanie on again? Talking about the old Hunter series.
Oh, that'll just put more fuel to the fire.
Really? What type of fuel to get the show back?
What are we going to talk about? Let's just
you probably have backstage things that happened on the set.
You can't show and talk about the privacy of someone's life.
Can't?
Well, you can.
I certainly can. I think I just did.
Consequence.
We'll be back with more. Stay with us here. Yeah, let me autograph that for you, sir. Come on over. The Kahanapali Beach Resort on Maui is open, and we are welcoming guests. All properties are taking reservations now. Come visit. Go to kahanapaliresort.com. Experience Kahanapali Beach Resort on the tropical west side of Maui, just a short drive from the airport. All highways are open, a collection of relaxing resort properties, our award-winning beach, delectable dining, world-class restaurants, and activities for everyone. Snorkeling, surfing, sailboating, water sports of all kinds, beach and ocean dining, stargazing, beautiful sunsets every night, golf, sun, fun, food, wine, and all in paradise. Visit Kahanapali Beach Resort on Maui. Relax. Reservations are now available. Start with a visit to kahanapaliresort.com. That's KAANAPALI resort.com. The Kahanapali Beach Resort is waiting for you.
We're Sell My House Fast, and we've been buying unwanted houses for cash fast for 25 years. We buy old houses, new houses, abandoned houses, all types of houses, and we'll buy your unwanted house for cash fast. If you're relocating, inherit a home you don't want. If you've got a tenant you really don't want, Sell My House Fast will buy it. Fast. If you're behind on taxes, want to avoid foreclosure, if you're going through a divorce or just need cash fast, we'll buy your house at a fair cash price, and we'll close fast too. Sell with us, and there's no real estate agent, which means no real estate commissions. We'll do all the repairs, all the cleaning and cleanup. We've got hundreds of Google 5-star reviews because our offers are fair and the process transparent. Call now to connect with a qualified local buyer. Call 1-800-743-0546. 1-800-743-0546. 1-800-743-0546.
Attention, those of you looking to go on a fun vacation and see the world on the cheap. Today, the U.S. dollar is worth even more in other countries, so there's never been a better time to travel outside the USA. The dollar is worth over $1.30 in Canadian dollars, and it's the same for Australia. You can fly there today and have fun and maximize your travel dollar. Your U.S. dollar is worth over $3 in Brazilian reals, and it's worth over $18 in Mexican pesos. Plus, in Argentina, it's worth over $27 in Argentine pesos. Just think of the bargains you'll get. And the way you get the cheapest airfare to any destination is by calling Tickets That Cheap. Save up to 75% on your foreign vacation tickets. Don't wait. Call now. 802-317-1979. 802-317-1979. 802-317-1979. That's 802-317-1979.
Well, this show went whizzing by here today. It's the Fred Dreyer Show. Michael Horn, JD, Jeremy Dayton, Corey Marino, the one and only Fred Dreyer. Corey, give Fred, we need his take on these this major change in the NFL. They're going to end Monday night doubleheaders, and there's going to be some Friday night games. What's this all about?
Yeah, so you've seen the games we've complained about them for the last 2 years when they do the double headers on Monday night, where they start one at 3 o'clock and one at 5 o'clock.
They stagger them.
And they stagger them, and now there's 2 games you have to talk about and split your time with. And so they're doing away with that, and a lot of the players are happy because they wanted to be on prime time and they want one game and all that. But the other reason I think they were doing this is they're changing the rules because they have short week games, and Friday and Thursday, if you played those games, you would usually have a bye after or have a longer extended play on the next Monday night. But now the owners have said that Friday now counts as a full week. So you got a full allotment of time. So you could play on a Friday, and you could play that next Thursday game. And then you can play, and then Christmas is going to be on Friday. So they wanted to be able to, because you're only allowed to play 2 short week games in the whole season per team. And so now they want a bunch of games on Christmas, and they want to make a new Black Friday game for Amazon after Thanksgiving. They want to do a Friday game. So they basically want to own every day of the week except for Tuesday and Wednesday, right?
And they want to have one the night before Thanksgiving now. Yeah, that Wednesday night before Thanksgiving.
So Tuesday might be the only sacred part of the week left.
What's that?
He said Fred comment on that.
Your thoughts? What do you think about that? Games except on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Why leave them out? I mean, they want the monopoly. They should have games optioned. What happened to all of the broadcasts that were on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and what have you? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can only go back to my memory is that the league makes these rules up because they own the league. So when they say we're going to omit, playing on Tuesdays and what is it?
Tuesdays and Wednesdays now.
Tuesdays and
except for before Thanksgiving. New revenue streams, new outlets.
So are they still going to? Are they still
Wednesdays on the weekends?
Are they still going to have all
Say goodbye, Fred. We'll see you next week.
All the computer stuff. I'm in.
If anyone should ask, you're listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio.
News this hour from Town Hall.